Margaret Daley, and I write for Love Inspired and Love Inspired Suspense. The book that's out right now is called Protecting Her Own, and it's a Love Inspired Suspense. It's part of the Guardian Incorporate series. It's about female bodyguards. And actually that in itself is difficult to write, because when we think of bodyguards, we think of male. But I just wanted something a little different, so I went with this. And it's kind of hard sometimes because you have a really strong hero and you've got this really strong heroine, and they're both trying to overcome some evil, and in this case there was a guy trying to kill her father. And it was, it's just hard, to balance the act, the who saved who, so to speak, in the book. But there's just a lot of action in this book, a lot, probably more than most for me, and it was just like one after another, and so it was hard just to keep it going. The number of books I usually write in a year is about 4. Last year I wrote 5. Probably I'm going to write 5 this year. But I've retired, so I'm able to write a lot more than I used to, and so that part I've really enjoyed. When I was teaching school, I taught special ed in high school, and I taught children who were special needs, and we would go to Special Olympics every year. Well, actually, throughout the year we did Special Olympics. And then we went to the state games in May at Oklahoma State University. Loved it. The kids are the most giving kids, and in fact, I have a lot of special needs kids in my books. I write about different disabilities. They have so much to offer people, and it's just a part of my life that's very special. And I had a great time. I was a coach, was really what I was, and I'm not very athletic, but believe me, but I was a coach. My favorite was softball, and we used to take our team to state with our softball team, and it was a lot of fun. What motivates me to write? Well, for Love Inspired, I usually have some kind of, like one I did on foster care. As a teacher, I encountered a lot of situations with kids that really upset me, and I needed a way to address that in a productive manner. And so I would look at issues. Like one book had to do with drugs in the schools, and I worked with our drug educator at my high school, and she helped me with some resources and some information. And it was just a roundabout way to try to teach, and try to show people what was happening. And one book, what Second Chance Family, was about abuse. That secondary character was being abused, and the heroine, who had gone through some herself, was helping her get out of the situation. And I have a friend who was a counselor who has worked with abused women, and so she helped me with the steps and things that they went through, and helped me show how you could work your way out and what you could do. I'm excited to say that book was asked, a chaplain from a Florida female prison emailed me and asked me if I had very many copies, that she would love to use this as curriculum for her inmates. And so I emailed my editor, because it's 2 years old and I only had a handful, and Emily was able to get them to republish 110 books to send to this prison, and I'm really excited, because that gives me chills. It's like I'm touching somebody and hopefully helping somebody in an entertaining way, because it's still a story.